Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but welcome to another one of my Leetcode videos. In this one, we'll do today's daily challenge, Leetcode 1609, even odd tree. So we're basically given a binary tree and with different levels, and what we need to make sure is that even index level, such as 0, 2, 4, and so on, we only have odd numbers that are strictly increasing, and at odd index levels such as 1, 3, 5, we are only allowed even numbers that are strictly decreasing, right? So basically, given the root of a binary tree, we need to determine if this property is true or not. So how are we going to approach this problem? We're basically first going to just be able to traverse this tree in a level order, right? So we can get what numbers are in each level, and then based on the level we'll evaluate these properties, right? So let's take it step by step. Let's first just traverse the tree in a level order traversal. So the way to do a level order traversal is we're going to start with the first level and put that in a queue, right? It's like a breadth first search, and then put each of its children as the next level, and then that becomes the current level. And then once we process this level, we'll put each of the children in another next level queue, right? And then that becomes the current level in the next iteration, and so on, right? So we basically process each level one at a time. So I'm just going to write out the code for this. So we're going to have a current level queue, and then we'll say while not current level is empty. So while we still have a level with something, we'll keep going. And obviously initially in our current level we have to add the root, so we process the root, and we're already given here in the constraints that we'll have at least one node, so we don't need to worry about the case where the tree is empty. So this loop over here will process each level one at a time. Right now within that processing, we need to basically drain the current level and create a next level queue, so we can also process that, right? So we'll say queue integer for next level. So now we have that next level queue, and so now we'll again drain the current level over here, and over here we'll kind of get the children of each element in the current level. So we'll first, actually instead of integer, this should be tree node, right? Because we're processing tree nodes. So over here we'll say tree node equals current level dot poll. So this inner loop will process all of the nodes in the current level, right? And as we process them, we'll add them to the next level. And at the end of this loop, we'll set our current level equal to next level, so that when we get to this while loop again, we process that whole row again, and as part of processing the row, we're kind of computing the next row. So over here, after we pull the node, we will check if node.left is not null. So if there is a left child, we'll add that to our next level, and then we'll do the same thing for the node.right. So if there is a node at the right side of this tree node, we'll also add that to our next level. So this loop will essentially take everything in the same row and add it to the next level, right? So this is our basic template for traversing it in each level. But now how should we go about enforcing these constraints, right? So we know over here that we are polling every node in the current level. So this is basically where we're basically iterating through each node, right? So over here, we first need to know like what level we're on, right? So over here, I'm going to create a level equals 0 number. So every time we process this, we know what level we're on. And then at the end, when we set our current level equals next level, we'll do level plus plus, right? So over here, we can know if our level is even or odd, right? Now, aside from the level, we have to also know if it's for strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, right? So that means we also need to somehow store the previous value of the node, right? So I'll just store an integer previous equals null. So initially we'll just set our previous value to null, right? And then over here, while we're processing this node, we'll just say if level, actually over here we can set our previous equal to integer.max or integer.min, right? So if our level mod 2 is equal to 0, that means if we're on an even level, right, the expectation for even level is strictly increasing, right? So we'll just set our previous value to integer.min value, right? So that any number will be increasing after that, because that's the first like initial value. And otherwise, if the level mod 2 is odd, we'll just set it to integer.max value, because we expect it to be strictly decreasing, right? And we know over here that, you know, the node value cannot exceed 10 to the 6. So I think this should be enough, because this is around 10 to the 9. So now that we are able to capture a previous value, we'll say if level mod 2 equals 0. So this means we're on an even level, and this means we're on an odd level, right? So over here, what we need to make sure if we're on an even level is that every node has to be odd, right? So we need to make sure that if node.val mod 2 is 0, that means if it's even, then we just return false, right? Because we expect everything in an even row to be odd. And similarly over here, if node.val mod 2 equals 1, we return false, because we expect everything to be even if it's an odd level. Then other than this, what we also need to make sure is that the previous, in the case of even levels, right, we want it to be strictly increasing. So if the previous is greater than or equal to the current node value, that means it's not strictly increasing, right? Because what we for strictly increasing, we want the current node value to be greater than previous, right? So if previous is greater than or equal to the node value, then it's not strictly increasing, and therefore we return false. And similarly over here, if previous is less than or equal to the node value, then it's not strictly decreasing, so we also return false, right? So over here we can catch if it breaks any of these rules as we traverse the level. And at the end, we should not forget we need to update our previous to the node.value, so we capture the correct previous value. So basically this will do it, the iteration for each row, and as soon as we change the row to the next one, we increment our level, and over here the previous also resets. So this should hopefully, you know, do it. And at the end, if we finish the whole traversal without catching any of these false cases, then we simply go ahead and return true over here, right? Because that means everything was fine. So yeah, I think that should do it. Let's run the code and see how this does. Perfect, all the test cases pass. Now let's go ahead and submit. Perfect, so this beats 58%, not too bad. I'll just pause the video over here so you can see the code. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.